welcome to the Nitty Naughty Cousins podcast. As our title says, we are cousins who knit together. Even though we're in two separate provinces, Cheryl and I do manage to talk about knitting regularly, and that's part of the reason we started this channel, was so that we could share our love for knitting with everybody else out there who loves to knit. As I said, Cheryl is my cousin, and I'm Tammy. And it is our 5th episode, and it is April 8th. We have a fair bit to talk about since we haven't podcasted for about a month now. So if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back. We really like to see comments, so please make comments. We try to get back to you as quick as we can. And subscribe, because the more viewers we have and subscriptions, that's awesome. We love to share our knitting, and we hope to enjoy other people's knitting as well through this community of YouTube knitters. What else? So yeah, like and subscribe and enjoy the ride. And we'll start, I guess, with what we're wearing. What are you wearing today, Cheryl?
So I am wearing my very first cardigan I knit. I'll stand up. So it has buttons. I don't remember. I believe it was an Isabel Kramer. Very basic. I believe I used Cascade yarn for it. And the reason I'm wearing it today, I thought I was so proud of this when I was done, but I had it buttoned up here because it just sags. And it's pilled. You can see the...
Oh, what kind of yarn was it?
I believe it was Cascade.
Oh, right, you said Cascade, sorry.
That's fair. I can't quite remember, but it's pilled like crazy. But I just wear this one around the house now. But I wanted viewers to know or to see that your first knit, that's hard to say, might be your proudest at the time. But later, as you get more experienced, you come up with better knits. But I do wear this around the house a lot. It's just my comfy, cozy cardigan on the chilly days in the house. And I thought I'd show it.
It's very nice. I'd be proud of that as the first knit.
Yeah, I mean, again, I've got that collar issue. You'll find a trend with me. But if I keep the top one buttoned, it's not as bad. It doesn't sag as bad.
I hear a lot of people say they have trouble with cardigans sliding off. So it depends on the structure of it, I guess.
I think this one would have been better suited with a little bit thicker wool. Like, I love the drape. Like, it's nice and drapey.
Yeah.
But I think it was just...
Needs something a little less soft, I guess. So a toothier or a heavier wool, but I think it looks fabulous. What kind of buttons did you use? Are they wooden?
Yeah, they're wooden. I bought them after I made it. I took it and went and bought some buttons.
I love wooden buttons. I just love buttons.
And I do like it on here. It's just, yeah.
Have you gleaned your sweater?
No, and I do have a gleaner. Actually, I think you were with me when I bought it, and I still haven't used it.
Oh, but, yeah, you got that stash. I remember that.
Yeah. So I do have to glean it, and it'll probably perk it up a bit, but I don't like the way it sags.
Yeah. So was that knit not in the round, but did you have to piece it together, or was it?
I think it was back and forth. And I believe, yes. So you just did it back and forth, and then you added the band on after by picking up stitches, and then you knit it.
That's a nice new project to start with. That's pretty, what's the word I want? For a beginner knitter, that's probably more of an intermediate pattern.
It wasn't that hard, really.
No.
But Isabel Kramer does do a good job of writing up her patterns.
That she does.
So that, it might say it's a higher level or something, but all that's in here is knits and purls. That's it. And pick up stitches. So it's actually fairly easy. And Yeah, it's kind of got the raglan style
Yeah.
sleeve.
Oh, I like that.
But yeah,
Should be
so I
proud.
had to show my proud first sweater that is now just a house sweater.
Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome.
And what are
Nice.
you wearing?
Well, today I am wearing, it's one of my finished objects. It is the Sophie scarf by Pearl Soho. And I used the Host Coast to knit it. This is the one I started on my trip I took in February. So it was nice, easy, quick, not quick knit, but mindless knit, which I quite enjoyed. It's very long. I'll take it
I was
off
going to
here.
say, that looks like it's quite long.
Yeah, it is. Lots of wrapping. And I can tell you that I probably won't be wearing it much because it's finally spring-like here. So I thought I'd take advantage and wear it today because it is a bit chillier here today. So that's kind of the center. So it does go on and on and on.
So did that use a whole skein of yarn?
No, I wound off 2 100-gram balls of yarn because I'll just grab it here. It comes in this whatever you call it.
Cone?
Yes, comes. So I just wound off 2 100-gram balls, and I just have little nuggets left. So I doubled it up as I was knitting with the 2 balls. I think I talked about it last episode with the button.
Yes.
So that was awesome. So this is really nice yarn to knit with. I don't find it super soft. I'm very like wool. I can feel it itches. This I find kind of a little bit itchy, but bearable.
I find the neckline, if that to me is my most sensitive area for wool.
Yeah.
Anywhere else, like on my arms and that, it doesn't bother me as much, but the neck, that's where I can tell.
Yeah. So I highly recommend the pattern. It's great for that mindless knitting, and yeah, it was good. I'll really enjoy it next winter. I can tell you that it'll be nice next winter.
Good.
Yeah. So
Hey, Bruno.
Yeah, I got Bruno and I got a couple in the room here with me this afternoon. So you'll hear some dog noises, I'm sure. Just waiting for the other 2 to join me. So anyways, what I'm wearing is one of my FOs, so that I guess is a good transition into our FOs. Do you have any FOs, Cheryl?
Not really. I think you're going to bring up one that we did as a knit along or knit together. I don't know. So I'll leave that till you bring it up. But other than that, no. So here's my story, and I'll get it out there right now. I don't know exactly what I did, but my one thumb got sore. I started going to the driving range to hit golf balls. And I don't know if I overdid it there, or I was also doing some sewing. And when I sew and cut, I've got my hand like this and pushing down. So I think it was a combination of the two. And for a while there, it was pretty sore. So I kind of laid off everything. Yeah. Not as young as I used to be, and I think I overdid it at the balls.
It doesn't take much anymore. I just had a room full of dogs. Sorry.
That's okay.
When you join this podcast, people, you're going to hear dogs. Well, I know when I kind of lost my mojo for a bit and just didn't really, couldn't get interested in it. But I watched a couple of podcasts that they motivated me, and that's what I love about podcasts is you watch them and it's like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna go knit that. And I did. I hunkered down and I started my Autumn League pullover. And when I was knitting my my thumb and wrist and hands, I could almost feel like carpal tunnel was setting in, and it was really starting to bug me. So since I mentioned it, I'll show you how much I've gotten done on it.
Oh, should we do when do you want to do the knit along? You go ahead and show your Autumn League pullover.
Okay. This is just the whip. So this is one of my current whips, but I was quite happy to get this started. So I got quite a bit done.
Nice. I like the color.
Yeah. So that's using the Lion brand. I'll grab the label here. So this is the one that Carol and I were supposed to be using as a knit along, and I of course was late to the game. So I'm using the Cotton Jeans by Lion brand. And the colorway is, what is it? Does it say on here? It's gray anyways, like my usual color. I don't see the color here.
So what do you find, or how do you find knitting with that?
I love it. It's nice and soft. It's squishy. I love it. I quite love it. But what I did is I started knitting the medium because different people that I've heard talk about it said that it fits big.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is I'm knitting the medium, and then when I got to just under when I separated for the sleeves, I tried it on. It fit nice up here, but I knew the body would be too tight because I need to make room for the girls. So I cast it on a few extra stitches. So it's not quite the large size, but I think I cast it on, or I increased up to 228 stitches, I think, and the large is 230.
Okay.
So then I just recently tried it on again, and I think it's going to be a nice fit.
Oh, good. Mine's a little big, I find, but I'm thinking I'll wash it and maybe just throw it in the dryer for a bit. And
yeah, that might help. But I absolutely, I don't know. I gave you some of these, Cheryl, these pony cords. I got them Michaels cheap, and they're just wonderful. So you just attach them to the end of your needles and pull it through, so it makes it really easy to try it on as you're going. So yeah, that's my
nice. I like it.
No, I think I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of it. And I have to show this too.
Nope.
My little beginning of the round marker is get it here. A wonderful sheep. I'll get it the right way.
Oh, is that ever cute?
Yeah. My sister-in-law brought me back. I'll have to show you this tin. When she went to Norway.
Oh, nice.
Brought me back some stitch markers in this tin, and there's just a whole bunch of them. I quite enjoy them. Wrong way. Where are we here?
It's hard, isn't it? This way. The other way. Other way.
Other way.
Those are cute.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my my Autumn League pullover. So let's hope I can get it finished. At least I think it'll be okay to wear late spring.
Oh, definitely. I've worn mine a few times when it was really quite cold out. I had it under my winter coat, and I really liked it.
It'll be even on cooler summer evenings. It'll be nice because it's a cotton. So
yeah, I've worn it in the house, and it's been it's comfortable. I haven't been overheated in it at all.
Yeah. So that's good. So did you have any whips?
I do. I have two. I'll start with my sweater. I'm still working on it. It's coming along. Last night I was knitting, watching some knitting shows. I'm sorry, I keep looking out. There's a hill just outside my window, and there's a guy. He walks up it. He disappears. A little while later, he walks up it again, disappears.
No,
he must be going over, around, up, and
Getting his steps in.
So I'm like, what the heck? Anyhow,
Yeah.
here's my Autumn League pullover. Not Autumn League, Ingrid sweater, sorry. Tell what kind of day I'm having. And here's where it's at now.
Nice.
My stitch marker, which I'm happy I want to move. That's where I was last podcast.
Okay.
I've done all that.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
And I've got the shoulders attached.
That is such a different construction.
Yeah, it's fun to knit. But last night I was watching TV and I was on a knit row and I'm knitting away. And then I thought, holy cow, this row, is it ever going to end? Here, my stitch marker had fallen off when I went over. And it's kind of like a row of pattern and then a row of knit. So I had to tink it all the way back. And then this morning, I started knitting on it and I'm like, well, my V's are out of whack. So I had to fix that. So I don't know. I shouldn't have been knitting last night because I sure messed it up.
Teddy. Very vocal. So how many different patterns are in there? Like stitch patterns?
Well, there's this pattern with some X's.
Yep.
This one's not quite halfway done. Then kind of like a moss stitch, yeah. And then a rib.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it. And then between the that one's not as much. Between some of them, yeah, there's a kind of like a
like the lace almost.
Yeah, that separates them. So, but is it ever soft? That's why I was wondering if you found your scarf soft, because this here, I knit it and I'm like, it's getting softer the more I knit it.
And that's
it rubs on, you know how you are flipping it and touching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's your whole coast?
Yep, along with Titicaca.
Oh, okay, so that's why it's nice and soft. The Titicaca is softening it up.
Yep. There, I'm happy now. I wanted to move my, I'm notorious. I always move my progress keeper.
There. So you're using Holst and it's a nice, enjoyable pattern. Is it?
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah.
It is. So I got the 2 and the 1.
Nice. But yeah, my future knits, I'll have to talk about my Titicaca and Holst. I'm excited to start knitting those two together.
But I don't know, I get rolling these up so far and they go flying off the ball winder.
Yeah, I always kind of have to put my hand, just watch it once it gets to a certain stage because you know it's going to go flying.
Yeah. So that's one whip. How about you? Another whip?
I have one other whip. Yeah. I have, these are the simple Skype socks. And I am using wool from Sweet Skein of Mine.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't remember what colorway it is because I have dogs that eat my labels. I saw one podcaster, and this is what I'm going to start doing. She keeps a jar with all of the bands from her wool.
Oh, that's a neat idea.
So she's always got a record of what bands or what. So on the inside, you could almost even write what projects you used to knit on it. So that's what I think I'm going to start doing.
I've thought of getting a book and then taping a strand of yarn or stapling something, and then writing I mean, you could even put the ball band and then the project you did.
Yep.
But I'm not that organized.
I know. I always have these great ideas to try and do that with do a knitting journal, but I never get that far. So, but this is the pattern. Nice. And it's, I don't know, like you can kind of see there's a slip stitch here. but
Yeah.
the yarn is so busy that you don't really see that stitch. So and then it's got a little purl bump in the cuff as well. But it's knitting nice. It's nice and soft yarn. I really like it. So
I kind of think when you block that, it'll show a little bit more.
Yeah, it probably will. But yeah, it's that's soft. Quite like it. It's nice wool. I like the barber poling in it. Really like that.
Yeah, that's neat. I like that a lot.
I do too. So that's housed in my nice woolly thistle bag.
Cool. Nice.
So that is one other whip I have. Current whip anyways.
Yeah, that's good.
But I have lots of languishing whips.
I have one more whip.
Yep.
It is. Now the colors you'll say, oh, I was working on those last time, but same colors as I used before. A pair of socks. I'm just using up the rest of my Craft House Magic yarn. I think I might get enough for a band on the top of my maybe 2 rows. So, and this one nice. I just did you can see the slip stitch in there.
Yep. So, that's nice.
I don't really have a pattern name for it because I kind of severely altered another one and I can't remember the name of it. And guess what was on my sock, Tammy?
Oh, your hot dog.
My hot dog. So yeah, I think the heel, I don't think I have any contrasting yarn that'll work for a heel. So I just want to use up the rest of my wool.
Yep. Oh, that'll be nice. I like that little pattern. It's one thing too, if once we get more experienced knitting socks, let's say, you can always make it your own with pattern or stitches that are tried and true.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying this, and it's just got a nice little touch to it, but not too much. I just hope they should be snug on my feet. I find some stitch, if I go to 30, it seems like they're too big. Yeah. So I did, 30 is 60. So this one is 56.
Oh, so yeah, I've been finding my socks are always too big. I don't know why. I think I'm a medium. So this pair I'm doing a small to see how they work.
Yeah. Anything else you got a whip going on?
Not current, but I have some languishing. Do you have a current whip?
No, that was it. I do have a whip I will talk about, but it's sewing, if you don't mind.
Nope, go ahead.
So
we're not just a knitting podcast. We do other crafts too.
So I started a new block. I have to do, I think, 32 of that one. They're just slightly different. You'll notice the pattern is a little different.
Oh, yeah.
So 32. Nice. I have to do 32 of each of these. So I think I've got 4 of each done.
So a total of 64?
Yeah.
So that's a total of 64. It's going to be a queen size blanket or quilt, yep. I guess.
Quilt, yeah. So yeah, I've got the bigger blocks done. Now I'm on to those.
Look forward to seeing that.
It's tedious, but it's fun.
Yeah.
So that takes up time away from my knitting as well.
Yep. There, the Wiener Parade just left the room.
So your languishing whips.
Okay, I have, this one I'll start with. So I had talked about this previously on another podcast, my Rocket Tea, one of our knit-alongs that we were doing together. And my lovely Dash Hound decided to, this was when we first got him, and I just haven't been able to bring myself to unwind everything. So this is, let me just get it organized here. It's a mess. Okay, so this is the body of my rocket tee. So I really don't have a whole lot left to do. Got the sleeves done. I just went with a shorter sleeve to pick up for the collar. So the sleeve is done. But check this out.
You did
now you'll understand why I haven't
got some
carried
yarn barf,
on.
do you?
Oh, my yarn barf. Oh my God, you made a mess. So
sorry.
I'm just gonna have to cut the stitches and then try and make some sense out of all of this. But how do you make sense out of this? Said if he wasn't so cute. So
you
that's
need
a
two people
thing.
just to kind of work your way through
Yeah.
it. I don't know.
And it's just about done, really. I should measure it, but I don't have too much further to go. But this is using Cascade is the gray, I believe. And then the other is La Bien-Aimée. I had bought the wool to make a shawl, Stephen West shawl. And the more I was knitting it, or no, I knit it. I did. I knit it and finished it. And the shape of it was awful. I think it was called the Coffee Shop or something like that. And I couldn't figure out how to tie it so that it would sit right. It was just not, it wasn't working for me. So I frogged it and repurposed it into my rocket tee sweater. But I think the gray is a Cascade yarn, and then it kind of variegates in the 3 different gray shades of La Bien-Aimée.
I sure like wearing my rocket tee. I think my neck, I would like it just a little bit higher up, but because of the V on it. So I actually made the neck wider on mine because it looked like it was going to drape too low.
Yep. Yeah,
but I do like wearing it.
I think once I finish my autumn league, I'll finish off that rocket tee, and then I'll have a summer t-shirt to wear.
Yeah, I've been thinking of doing the. Oh, there was another one. I'm debating on. I have that wool I bought to do the Ingrid, and then I changed my mind, and I was gonna do it with either the sweatshirt style, but then I saw, I think it was Noelle on Knits and Pieces.
Yeah,
she did the t-shirt. What's the name of it? She's knitting stuff up for Roxy and Leo.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, it was a short sleeve t-shirt style, and it had the round collar. And I was thinking I wouldn't mind maybe trying that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've got. Well, I'll talk about it in my future knits in a bit here. One sweater, summer sweater that I'm going to start.
Ooh, can't wait to see that.
Yeah, so hopefully I have enough yarn for it. If not, we'll talk about it when I get to it. So
are you going to show the next one we did together?
The witch. Oh, I've got another languishing whip.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you have any more languishing whips?
Not really. I have a cozy, comfy blanket I've been working on, but I tend to use up all my yarn. So.
Okay. Well, I can show you mine.
You have yours?
Cozy memory blanket. And
that's what
this basket isn't full, but this is what I
kind of keep. The basket.
Yeah, winners. I keep all my little scrappy pieces of socks. So I tend to, and then I also, I have in here, joined the row 1. Yeah, it was the row 1 subscription. So I was getting little minis through that.
Oh, nice.
For a while. I really enjoyed that. And it's so nice to get mail, and it was something to look forward to. But I don't know, with the US dollar and shipping, it just was getting too much. So I thought I'll stop for a while and just use sock wool that I've made socks with. But I haven't got a huge amount done. But
I like that.
Just a mishmash of things. I put
There's even-
everything in a basket, and as I go, I just grab. I don't have any rhyme or reason to it, so I just yeah. So that's along. I haven't actually touched this for a very, very long time. But
You actually have colors in there.
I do my accessories in the house. I do make colorful. Got a couple of other blankets in the past I've made.
Yeah.
So, but I've got So like even they're all old socks that I've made in the past too. So yeah, that's one languishing whip. And
Nice.
then I have this. I was kind of disappointed with this. The way I was making the typhoon shawl, and I pulled it out, the needles out, just to see what it looks like. But the way the colors, I don't know. Maybe now that I look at it, it's not so bad. But so I just have to finish that. I've got it on a pony cord.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just.
Oh, you froze. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hi, everyone. I don't know what's going on Tammy's end.
Did we lose connection?
Oh, you're back. Okay. I think we're okay.
Okay.
I tried to fill the void there for a second, but
Oh,
you're back.
yeah, I can hear you.
Am I cutting in it? Oh, you're cut out again, Tammy. Yikes. I wonder if the door. Oh, I'm going to keep talking, folks.
Yeah.
And
All
see
right,
what's going on.
That's another languishing whip. I'll think before I start another shawl, I'll finish this one.
Okay, you cut out on that one again. Did you? Maybe your door needs to be open?
Well, I always keep it closed.
Okay, I don't know.
I always
see
keep
what happens.
It closed. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what happens. You cut out again there for a second.
So those are my languishing whips.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any other languishing. Just these that are taking a while. Actually, these were going fast. I started these last Thursday, like not 2 days ago. But I cast them on, and I knit most of that on the airplane on the way down to Arizona.
Did you lose your balls on the plane?
Nope, I did not. I was did that once. That's enough. Yeah, I kept them in my sock bag, my sheep sock bag. Yeah.
All right. Okay, dogs, you going out? So we've talked about our whips. How about we talked about our future, our languishing whips now. How about future knits?
I have nothing. There's
no.
Well, I have ideas in my head, but I don't have anything specific. One of the things I need to do is go buy some plain sock yarn. Because I'd like to do some of the new Stephen West ones. And I just like to do a plain one with designs on it. I just want some plain sock yarn. Most of mine is variegated or.
Yeah.
And I just want plain sock yarn.
Just solid color, I mean?
Yep, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Stash will have some nice, I know they carry the Leo and Roxy. So they'll, all right, you get out. Out you go. Makes you hear something.
I'm thinking, well, I've got Ancient Arts Yarn Store here too.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Yeah, and then there's Polka Dot Creek. So I've got a few spots to go hunting for just plain sock yarn.
Yeah. Nice.
And
yeah. I always wish I had solids for my heels, toes, and cuffs.
Yeah, I don't have enough contrasting colors, so I'm maybe find some minis for that.
Yeah. I know. I wanted to knit those little boxes of socks, boxes of socks, and I didn't have solids to really add into it.
I have none, but I think I only have about 10 skeins of yarn, so
Well,
I don't have a stash.
that'll be a fun trip.
Yeah, just go find some solid colors and
Yeah. Well, I have 2 future whips that I would like to start. So this one is the Anchor Summer Sweater.
oh, nice. Is that,
Petite Knit.
does it have a design? Oh,
It's just,
nice.
yeah. And
I
then I
like
picked
that.
up some, and I hope this wool is okay. I'm terrible with sweaters and knowing what wool will work. I'm just guessing because it's got the same gauge and needle size. So I picked up the Drops Banu Lin. So it's a linen.
Oh, nice.
And of course it's gray.
Nice. I like
Yeah.
that. That
So
should work, I would think.
I think so. And
It all depends on the fabric you want. And
yeah, so it'll so it's kind of a thicker wool too. It's not a fingering, I wouldn't say. What is, I don't know what, if it's they
to me, it
call it a
looks like
DK
it's,
or what.
what's bigger, sport or DK?
I have no idea. I don't know.
That one almost looks like it's between a fingering and a DK.
Yeah. So it's a cotton linen blend. And I know the pattern says, well, they use that Sandus garn.
Oh, that's
Sandus garn. So 50 gauge is 20 stitches by 28 rows. I don't know anything about that sort of stuff. I just kind of wing it. Yeah, this gauge, I don't know, 17 stitches by 22 rows. So I could probably just go up a size. I don't know.
My Ingrid sweater used that wool, so she must use it quite a bit because that's a petite knit.
Yep. Okay.
And I've got the 2 skeins of Holst with the Titicaca. And it's like this.
Okay.
So
I'll definitely do a swatch with this one just to see what I get.
Yeah, you'll know if you like the fabric or not.
And if I have to go up or down a needle size, so see how that goes. And I have one more future knit now that I've kind of knit that the Autumn League pullover. I've been looking at, actually a podcaster I watched was talking about this sweater. It's the Cozy Classic Raglan.
That's the one. Remember I said I was thinking of making the longer one versus the, that's the one I was thinking of making with that yarn I bought.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my, this is my Holst again, holding it with Titicaca.
Oh, that'd be nice and soft. Just knowing what mine's like, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
be light.
So I might start this because I don't know, well, it's still cool out, and but yeah, I've got my knitting mojo back, and I've got cast on itis. I want to cast everything on.
Well, that's like me. I was like, oh, I got to go look at Ravelry, and it's like I got this yarn I want to use, and then I want to make socks, but I need solid colored yarn.
Yeah.
I'm back. It comes and goes, but it's back now that my hands are working again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know when my wrist and hand were getting all tingly, I was thinking, oh, please, if I couldn't knit, I don't know what I'd do.
I might have been okay because it was this thumb that was sore, but I just didn't want to irritate it because it was sore.
Yeah. I know every so often I'm a thrower when I knit, and every so often I switch to continental just so my hand doesn't get used to, or maybe it'll give it a rested or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm looking at this picture, I getting off topic here, but I have one last future knit possibly.
Oh, that's cute. You got to do a few
Well,
of them.
Kirsten found that. I don't know if I'll knit it. I don't have, it's weird. Well, I might. Yeah, I do have, now that I think about it. I do have black and tan yarns. So anyways, that's a future knit.
That's adorable.
Yeah. But
Oh,
I forgot I have two other finished objects. Can
okay.
you see them?
I'm ready. I
Can you
see
see
them.
them?
I was gonna ask you about them.
Yeah. So I did love bots. The Nitty Stew was talking about these. I didn't put the heart in because I don't know, maybe me and color work. The one ridge just looked awful. So when you're joining the color for the heart, I don't know what I was doing wrong, but it looked terrible. So I just omitted it.
It depends on if you hold the yarn in the back or the front. I remember, who was it? There was the two ladies, the Knot House. I think they're closed their
Okay.
store
Mother,
now or
daughter.
shut. Yeah, I think they're done podcasting and closed the store. But
Oh, really?
yeah, I think I saw part of their last podcast. But when they first started out, they were talking about color work. And if you hold it in the front versus the back, it depends on how you hold your
I've heard people.
yarn. And
Yeah.
that might have been the problem.
Okay. So
So I'm
yeah, this
hoping
is
they left.
going to one of my great nieces. I haven't made her anything yet, and then this is going to one of my only great nephew.
Oh, those are adorable.
Yeah, super fun, quick and
I
easy.
like I like the colorful one. That's adorable. I
Yeah,
like them both. But I really like that colorful one.
yeah. And I just went to Walmart and got the wool from Walmart. So
I did pick up. I don't know if you want to call it a future knit or whatever, but when I was in Arizona, I went into Hobby Lobby.
Oh,
I didn't buy anything. Can you believe that?
hmm.
But I did pick up a pattern because they do have their some just small patterns that are free.
Okay.
So I got this amigurumi pattern. It's crochet. And this one has a llama, which is just adorable,
Oh my God,
with
love it.
the cactus. And then there's this guy, the koala, with the little dress. I mean, you could put not dress, but
Proper.
yeah, thank you. So you could put a blue or pink or
Yep.
I was gonna get the yarn, but man, it needed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The little llama needed 10 skeins of yarn to do
But
all
not.
that.
Yeah, that's a scrappy project.
And I thought, oh, I think if I can find colors at some point, then I can do it. But they were just
You didn't have
adorable.
any
So I thought,
didn't have any leftover colors from your blanket, your crochet blanket?
I'm still working on that.
But your previous one.
They're more Christmassy.
Oh, well,
So I don't know that it'd work. Like it would work for an outfit. Like you could do multiple outfits for this one.
yeah.
But I'm not so sure. I do think I'd want to stick with the gray.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, I'll get it figured out. But I thought I'll take the pattern because I thought they were adorable.
Yeah, no
So
kidding.
if you have access to Hobby Lobby, they do have little patterns that they hang up near their wool.
Oh,
But
fun.
I couldn't see buying 10 skeins of wool. I think it wasn't expensive, but I just couldn't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't in my ballywhack to do that.
Yeah. No, that's fair. So you were going to mention one of our finished knit along projects.
I was or you was?
Well, you can show yours first.
Why don't we just show them at the same time?
Hey.
Ta-da!
So Sarah was here visiting and we decided to cast on these market bags together. I think, did we go to Michael's or Walmart for the yarn? I can't remember. It's just a cotton
It was Michael's. It hadn't burnt down at that point.
Yeah, it
It's
didn't
still
really
there.
burn down, but they're open now again. They reopened, so
I
that
got
was
a cotton that changed colors.
you
I'm
got a
having a hard time with
variegated,
words. I'm having a hard time with words
variegated.
today.
Yeah, mine's just the solid gray, of course.
But it was funny because we cast them on at the same time and we're going along and discovered I'm a loose knitter.
Mm-hmm.
And Tammy's a tighter knitter. Because she goes, yours is that big? I'm like, yeah. So she cast on a few more.
Yeah, it was a fun knit. I like the base of it.
Yeah, it's
And
soft.
Nice
And it
little
holds
round
a
bottom.
lot. Yeah, see, your base is bigger than mine, I think. Maybe not.
So.
And I do have yarn left over. It didn't take as much as I thought it was going to take.
Probably could make 2 out of them.
Yeah.
I think I have enough to make another if possibly.
Yeah, and it's soft. Like the handles I like because they wouldn't rip your hands apart.
Yep. I was like.
So yeah, that's that one.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much all my knitting. Finished knitting and whips and future knits.
Do you have any stash enhancements?
No, but I wouldn't say stash enhancements. I'll show you 2 acquisitions.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay. Yep.
This is Teddy.
Say it again.
Teddy is his name.
Teddy. Hi, Teddy.
Yeah.
Teddy.
So he's a Dachshund Chihuahua wire-haired terrier cross.
Okay.
I rescued him and his brother from the Moose Jaw Humane Society. I fell in love with this guy's face, but when I found out that he had a brother, I couldn't separate them. So that's Teddy. He's a chill one. And Tank, he lives by his name. This is Tank.
He barrels through
wouldn't
stuff,
know they were brothers.
No.
Here, Tank. Have a look. There's my Tanky. Yeah. So he's the more aggressive one. But they're so anyways, those are my acquisitions. I've had them now for, I think it's been over a month now. They're 2 years old.
Oh, okay.
They get along with the rest of the tribe. Sorry?
They settled in good?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like they've been part of the family from the beginning.
Nice.
Everybody gets along. Bruno's accepting of them.
Well, that's good.
Here's Bruno.
Yeah.
And Suey, she likes them too anyways. Sorry, we kind of got off of knitting topic, but those are my 2 acquisitions.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. So what do you have for stash enhancements?
Well, all I have, a friend of mine in the States, Carla, she made little bags. So I added it to my knitting repertoire to house different odds and sods.
Notion bags. Perfect.
Yeah, nice, cute little. I like the little cactus that she's got on there, and
oh, cute.
Yeah, I got to learn how to make something like that, and then yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, perfect. So I'm not knitting related, but I am reading a book. Whoops. The camera, sorry about that.
What are you reading?
Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. It's kind of a young adult story.
That sounds like fun.
It is. I quite enjoy it. It's a guy discovers a witch online, and they're looking for a tutor for the 3 witches they have in their household. They're trying to get their magic in check. So it's a good, light, easy read. Not a lot of. It's definitely different from our Louise Penny books, that's for sure.
Yeah, that would be. I haven't been reading a whole lot. It comes in ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
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 But
So that's for books. Have you been watching anything interesting? Any podcasts?
well, I've been watching Ted Lasso.
Oh, that's yeah.
The new season is out, so yeah, I had to watch Ted.
It
Quite
was good.
enjoy that show.
So
It's
is what
still
is it?
going on, but
Is it a comedy drama?
it's a comedy. I'd say
Okay.
more than a drama, but I mean it's got a story behind it. You got an American football coach that ends up going to the UK to coach soccer.
Okay.
It's funny. It's funny
So
if you ever
I
get
think
the
that's on
chance.
Disney. I don't think I have that
Uh,
channel. I can't find it anyways.
yeah, I think it's Apple Plus. It's on
Okay.
one of those anyhow, but yeah.
So I just finished. I was looking after my son's dog. He went out of town for the weekend, so I binge watched Netflixed it. It's called Beef on Netflix.
Oh,
It's 10 episodes. Oh my God, it was so good. I can't say enough how good that show was.
so
I
what type
watched
of a
10
show is it?
episodes in a row. It's a comedy drama.
Okay.
And there's many spots that it was like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe what was going on. It was so good. I highly
Beef?
recommend it. Beef,
Beef.
Beef. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll have to see if
And
I
it's a
can check it
Netflix
out.
original. And I find
Okay.
Netflix originals are just awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I've
It
also
was
been catching. Yeah, it was. Go ahead.
part of it was, yeah, I can't recommend it enough. I just
Good.
loved it. Yeah.
And then I've been catching up on The Curse of Oak Island. I've been following that for years.
Well, Cal too. He watches that regularly. I don't think I've ever watched it.
Yeah, it's just like they're getting closer to the treasure.
Oh, okay. Next time you're out east, you'll have to go visit the sites.
I did.
Oh,
We
did you
did by
go?
Yeah, we did by mistake. We were
Okay.
driving around when we were out there, and there was a sign that said Oak Island. And I said to Mom, "Well, let's drive that way." I'm driving. Anyhow, it was the day they were hauling in this huge unit, and they let us pass. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess we can go in. Anyhow, we drove up to their little. It was a little museum at the time. I don't think it is anymore. And the guy came around and says, well, we're going to be filming, so you might want to stay in your vehicle or whatever. So we watched them film bringing the thing across the causeway. So that
Cool.
was kind of cool.
Hmm.
But then we went into their little museum. Like I said, from what I can see on the newer show, they have other stuff in that little museum now. But it was
Okay.
like a gift shop museum. We couldn't get on a tour because they were booked out, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do them, but yeah, it was kind of neat. I just happened
Oh,
upon
cool.
it. I didn't know I was that close.
Yeah. That's nice. Happy bump in.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I also watched on Netflix. I used to watch the series. I think it was on Amazon Prime. Luther with Idris Elba. He was a private investigator, a police that they always have issues. So I don't know. I can't remember how many seasons and episodes it was, but they just did a movie on Netflix called Luther. Oh, what's it called? I wrote it down. Fallen Son. Luther, the Fallen Son. It's a 2 hours and 10-minute movie.
Okay,
And it
I'll
kind
have
of
to check
takes
that
off
out.
from the series. You don't need to watch the series to kind of bring you up to speed, but that was really, really good. Very dark, but very good.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
watching
another
lots
than
of
that.
TV.
Yeah, I've been watching my sports. That's coming to an end here soon. I have 2 more games. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Yep.
So, which is fine. I look at it as a bonus of saving money.
Right. Yep. Yep.
I still haven't decided if I'm renewing my tickets next year or not. Part of me says no. I love going, but this winter, there was a few games I missed because of the weather. Like, I don't like
Yeah,
going on the highway.
no, you just pick up tickets whenever you get the hankering next year to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, or
Yep.
whatever. But
So do you have any podcasts that you've been watching?
not really. I've been all over the board. I've kind of bored. Sorry. I'm laughing about that because I've been watching a few more board game podcasts.
Oh, okay.
And so I've been watching a few of those. I don't have any specific one that's up there. I've been watching some knitting, mostly knits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of my regulars. I haven't happened onto any new ones, but that I haven't been looking either.
Yeah. So you mentioned board game podcast. You said earlier before we started the podcast, you had a board game to show.
I do. It's a little dice game called Don't Llama Dice.
Uh,
2 to 6 players. It's something you can play while having a drink or whatever. And you're dealt 6 little cards.
they are little cards.
Yeah. And you roll dice. There's 3 dice with numbers and llamas on them. And you're trying to get rid of your 6 cards.
Okay.
And then there's a center column with numbered cards 1 through 6, plus a llama. And you roll. And when you decide if you don't have a card, if you roll something and it's not in your list, then you have to take a card from the middle and add it to yours. And those are all points against you. So anyhow, you get these little tokens, points when you're done, if you have cards left. And if you roll 3 llamas, you can get rid of a token.
Mm.
So anyhow, whoever gets 40 tokens, that's the end of the game there. And whoever has the most tokens, least tokens wins.
No, fun.
I don't.
Try and
I
play
haven't
that next
explained
time I
it.
come visit.
Yeah, it's for ages 8 and up, 2 to 6 players.
Okay.
Don't llama dice.
Were you
Just a
playing
quick
that when you were
fun.
down south?
I did take it down south, and I played it with my brother and sister-in-law. Mom wasn't feeling like playing it at the time, and I was surprised my brother liked it.
Oh,
I think he liked it more than I thought he would like it. It's
okay.
a press. They call it press your luck. So, the more times you roll, you could screw yourself over.
Yeah.
Or you could luck out. And so, like I said, it was just nice to sit around the table, have a drink, and
Yeah. Oh, sounds like fun.
yeah.
Well, I've been watching a few podcasts. Amanda from Sweet Skein of mine, she did a Vlogmas at Christmas, and she did a Valentine vlog through February 1st to the Valentine's Day, and then she did one for Easter. So she does a
Okay.
daily. That's who I bought my sock wool from. So she's in Fredericton, New Brunswick, I think. Or is she in Halifax? No, she's in Fredericton, I think. Anyways,
There's a couple of that way that do podcasts.
Yeah, Lockbriar Knits. I watch her out east, and there's a couple. But then so Polka Dot Creek, I really enjoy theirs because, well, they're local to you, I guess, and we've been to their wool shop, and I quite watching them talk about. They're so enthusiastic about wool. I really enjoy watching them. But there is one gal, Melissa, that works at Polka Dot Creek as a dyer. She just started up a podcast called Stitches Be Slippin'.
Oh,
And I quite enjoy her. She's a nice knitter and quite pleasant to watch and listen to. So.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting warm.
I had to open my bedroom window because I knew it was going to get warm in here.
Yeah, it's 14 above Celsius here. So.
Oh,
cloudy,
wow.
Though. Yeah, it's cloudy though. Tomorrow's supposed to be 18, 19, 20. Somewhere in there.
Yeah. I think Monday we're supposed to be starting to get some of your warm weather.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to check her out too. I haven't, like I said, I haven't watched many knitting podcasts lately because I was gone for a bit, and then I think before that I had hockey games I was going to, and just different things kept me busy.
Yeah, no, I've been taking her pretty cool these days while then looking after Luke's dog, and so I've had lots of TV time.
Yeah.
Summertime it'll be different, but oh well. Anyways, that's about all I have today.
Yeah, that's all I have. It was good talking to you again. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Now that we're kind of both home now for the rest of the, I guess, spring and summer.
yep.
Although I'll be back and forth from the cottage once we open that up in May, but hopefully I'll have my autumn leaf pullover, a finished object, and maybe a new whip started for our next podcast. So I showed a few things on that I want to get on my needles.
Yeah, and I suspect I'll be down your way at some point too. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to maybe do a live one from your house, or just even just get together.
Could do that. Would be fun. Definitely do that.
Yeah, or if you decide to come out this way or whatever.
Mm-hmm. No, that would be nice. I always enjoy my yarn crawls in Alberta.
Yeah, I was looking and hear people talking about the Montreal knit. What do they call it? Montreal Knit City?
Yep.
And I was thinking, oh, I wonder what that costs.
Yeah.
I think the flights will be stupid.
Yeah, the flights are not the greatest getting out of Regina, so
no.
Hopefully that changes, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
But yeah, that's all I have for today.
Yeah, me too. So I guess we could sign off, and want to thank everybody who joined us today, and hopefully we inspired or entertained. I know I get lots of inspiration from podcasts, and I'm very thankful for those out there that put them together. And I guess happy knitting, and like and subscribe, and please comment. Oh, and I guess I should say we'll have to do a banner next time. We can be found at nitty_naughty_cousins on Instagram. Please feel free to visit our Instagram page. We haven't really done much updating on that. I put most of my personal knitting on my own Instagram, which is OHHKNIT, OHHKNIT on Instagram. That's where I tend to post any of my finished objects or little life things when I think of it. Don't go on there as often as I should, but those are two places we can be found.
Yeah, and I don't really post on Instagram. I haven't quite. It's pretty sporadic, so yeah. But yeah, we do have an email, naughty nitty cousin. I can't remember what it is. Is it naughtynittycousins@gmail.com?
Yep.
But I'll try and remember. I'll try and remember to put it in the notes down below.
And I'm on Ravelry too, and I think I'm Rosta, ROSSTA on Ravelry.
Yeah, and I'm CR Flames.
Mm-hmm.
So letter C and then R and then Flames all in one.
Perfect.
And I do have my socks and different things on there.
I tend to put my finished projects on Ravelry, so
I try to.
I'm pretty up to date on that. I don't put a lot of notes. I just have the picture. I don't really go into great detail. Yeah. Like I say, I have dogs that eat my ball bands. I can never remember what rule I have, but I'm changing that. I'm going to put them all in a jar now.
And then you'll get them all mixed up and not know what you use.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll write on the back, on the inside of the band, what I made.
I'm just thinking of what I would do. I'd put them all in a jar and go, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, if I write on the inside, I'll remember. But
Yeah.
anyways, thank you everybody for joining us today. We really appreciate any comments and likes and subscribes that we can get. And hopefully we'll see you in another month-ish.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great day and happy knitting.
Happy knitting.